If you're single, don't add garlic. If you are still shopping around like I used to do when I was 20, or you are inviting somebody that you are trying to, I don't know, impress, put the garlic aside. Okay, this is a bullshit excuse to tell you that I forgot garlic, period. Okay, I'm full of bullshit. Hello, people of the world. My name is José Andrés, and we're gonna do one recipe from my new cookbook, Vegetables Unleashed, is back there somewhere. Oh yeah, beautiful. And actually, the good news is that I'm not gonna follow the recipe. Why? Because you should buy the book. But the most important is that today I'm not showing you a recipe. I'm opening you the door to a world where every recipe can be hundreds of thousands. Are you with me? Great. So we're gonna make an amazing recipe that actually I love. And the great thing is that I find out that around me I don't have the ingredient number one, which is water. But you see how magic this place is? I say water, and the water shows up. Well, okay, we need to do it again. Boom, water is here. And then, simple as this, right? I put some water in a bowl like this, and then you get bread. My wife, actually, she always makes this recipe without bread. And actually, I hope she doesn't see me making this recipe, because actually it's her recipe, and if she sees I'm adding bread, I'm gonna be in trouble tonight. So the good thing about this gazpacho is that everybody more or less have a blender. So right now we're gonna start chopping the tomatoes. The good thing about this, especially if you love to go like me to the farmer's markets, always buy those poor tomatoes that everybody puts on the side, that then nobody wants because they don't look nice. You see, these are great tomatoes and I love them, but they're perfect. They're perfect ripe, perfect red, perfect formation. You know, yes, they're great. But also those tomatoes that you find in the farmer's markets that they look, what some people even will describe as ugly. To me, they're beautiful. Why? Because they are as tasty. Sometimes they are even riper. Sometimes they are sweeter. They're great to make gazpacho. Please don't smash the tomatoes, because if you smash them, after when you try to put the machine on, nothing is gonna happen. So natural. You know, it's almost like when you go into the subway. Nobody's pushing you. You see a natural flowing into the train cart. This is the same thing. Don't push the tomatoes. Make them find their space, okay? Boom. All right. Let's say you have somebody very important coming to your home and you want to impress them. This is what you do. Follow me here, okay? So you see, I made a big cut in the top. So big that almost I can see the seeds inside. I make a cut in the bottom. Again, I can see the seeds inside. This is almost reading the tomato. What that means, you have to be speaking to your ingredients. Take a look at this. If you see here, right here you see this, that, and from that center, you're gonna see some lines coming out. The tomato is telling me something. Why? Because I'm talking to the tomato, and the tomato is talking back to me. And here the tomato is telling me, Jose, baby, inside me, I have 3 segments. Why? Because you have 3 lines. If you cut into me, and I'm letting you do it, Jose, you will see that inside me is 3 hearts. Please, go inside and take them. So that's what I do. I cut into the tomato. Oh yeah, this tomato has 3. Why? Because it was telling us that it had 3. This one had 2, because it was telling us that only had 2. You need to talk to your ingredients. This way they are telling you very important messages that then allows you to control what you are doing. Now you're gonna be going into the tomato and you're gonna knock on the door. Tomato, can I really go in? And he's gonna tell you, yeah, motherfucker, you already cut me. So, okay, you go and you cut right here where the inner wall meets the outer wall. And you do a cut from the top to the bottom. Boom. And then again, you ask permission because you need to be polite. Knock, knock. The tomato lets you in. And when you open, all of the sudden, you're gonna find the way to the heart of the tomato. Those are the seeds that every single cookbook in the history of mankind is telling you, throw them garbage. Why are we throwing garbage? The heart, the best tasting part of any vegetable in the whole world. You're crazy. Yes, yes, you should throw out all those books that tells you discard the tomato seeds. So you slice the tomato seed, letting the knife slightly slice under. Here you have the beautiful seeds, the most perfect gelatin ever created by nature, by the vegetable world. And then you go into the plate and you put them there. Make sure that the person you're doing this for, you really love them, because this is a lot of work, but it's worth every second. Now, the rest of the ingredients. Why? Because the tomato right now is telling me, Jose, you cut me in pieces, but I feel so alone. And I don't want the tomato to go into another life alone. So next, the green pepper. I make sure that I take out the seeds and I cut it in pieces and I add it to the gazpacho. Perfect. Next, a cucumber. You peel it very quickly. How much cucumber? Whatever you like. Now the bread, you see, is already very wet. That's good news. And you put some of the bread right there. Okay, then you put some salt, like this. Olive oil, in the north of half a cup. And then something very important, sherry vinegar. This sherry vinegar is very special because obviously it's made in the same place where gazpacho was invented, in the south of Spain, Andalusia. Besides great drinking sherry, some of the sherry is used to make vinegar. To me, it's one of the best vinegars in the world, because sometimes when you have sherry vinegar, you are using a product that has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years old traditions into one bottle. Why? Because they keep making sherry with old sherry, and the new sherry mixes with the old sherry and somehow takes all the DNA of the old sherry. Imagine when you are drinking sherry, and especially when you are cooking with sherry vinegar, very much you are cooking with many, many years of history behind it. And now this is done. Put the top. If you like it thinner, I will add a little bit of water. And that's it, my people. It's time to blend everything. Right now the tomato doesn't feel so alone. It's talking to the green pepper, to the cucumber. The bread is kind of, what are you doing here? But anyway, the tomato is gonna welcome everybody. Gazpacho in front of you in a second. All right, I think this is almost ready. If you're gonna drink this right away, I always recommend everybody to add some ice cubes. Two reasons. Number one, because when you are blending, sometimes everything gets a little bit heated inside. It's normal by the rotation, but also if you're about to drink it right away, is the perfect quick way used to make sure it's really, really cold. This is almost like drinking a salad. It's technically a liquid tomato salad. You have this, you drink it in a glass, but again, you want to show off. You have the plates prepared, you have the seeds, then you have some of these beautiful cube tomatoes. Add some in the plate, and usually I love to overflow the plate with the vegetables. Then I put the green peppers, maybe here. Then I get some more of the olive oil. Look at how beautiful. Don't tell me this is not beautiful. You put some of these flakes of salt. And ladies and gentlemen, you will put the gazpacho in a beautiful picture. Take a look how beautiful it is in the top. This is the tomato and the water of the tomato. Then you bring the beautiful picture. I can smell it's perfect. Imagine this is a beautiful glass picture. And you come into the table, your guest is seated there, the plate is right in front of him or her. We go with the tomato. We let it fall slowly. Hey, que aproveche. That's like a good looking gazpacho. Sometimes I like to have these kind of croutons of bread. So you can put some. Let's say you want to be creative. Can you add the strawberries? Technically, it will not be traditional anymore, but why not? Or you can get some of the blueberries and add some blueberries. Every time you have somebody who's really annoying, you don't know what to do with them, put them in a corner of the kitchen and tell them, I need you to peel me all the blueberries. I mean, you can keep that person probably for an hour just peeling you the blueberries. But make sure that at the end you use them. Don't do like I did one time, that then I didn't use them, and I almost made the person cry. So you peel the blueberries, you put them on, and then I'm ready to taste it. Okay, some people will put the spoon and will mix the whole thing, breaking the art immediately. Are you crazy? These type of people, they should be sent away forever to the North Pole. So when the North Pole melts, boom, they'll go in the water and they will drown. Yes, I'm being mean. Because when a chef spends so much time, a cook at home, making a beautiful plate, we should be elegant in the way we eat it. How? First you go and you taste a little bit of the gazpacho. You see, I'm not destroying the plate. And now I see the flavor of the gazpacho. Then you go and you taste a little bit of the green pepper with the gazpacho. And then slowly, you go discovering the different flavors in the dish. So now, I can tell you the flavor of the tomato, the touch of the cucumber, the green pepper. The bread is always great because it gives this crunchiness that is so super good. And the best part, the seeds. You know, if I could, I will hire myself. Yes, I know I sound like a pretentious, arrogant bastard. So, for the recipe that has nothing to do with the recipe I just made, click the recipe below and boom, you're in business.